about that, man. I mean, what's happening? I mean, first of all, let our listeners know what's going on with your dad and why he's stranded on an island. And I mean, I bet you that was random as hell. But yeah, talk about that. What's going on, man?
Well, my dad, he can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My dad, are you smoking?
I am.
All right, I was waiting. All right. Well, my dad, not a rich guy, factory worker, fifth grade education, and did his thing, and through a bunch of divorces, always paying child support, just going through the ringer, and he got the house during he saves his money. He didn't do much back in the day. He just saved his money. And I always tell him, like, you're kind of boring. But anyways, long story short, 2008 hit. He bought a house for super cheap. Was living in a trailer. Bought a house. Lived in a trailer for years after a divorce. And nice big house, but he never dated or remarried. Dated a little bit, but never remarried. And we started watching these selling videos on YouTube that my brother got us on, and he just got bored in this big empty house in Tulare County, which isn't the most exciting place, and he just like watched those videos, got inspired, and me and John would be like, my brother, we're gonna buy a sailboat. My dad actually did it. He sold his house, got a profit, not much, but got a profit, and enough to buy a boat, and sold all his possessions and just drove to Florida, jumped on a boat, not knowing how to sail. And my brother joined him, and they've been selling the last year and a half, 2 years. And anyway, so he's been a free bird, and well, I forget what island he's at, somewhere outside of Grenada, but they locked him down to buy groceries. You can't even leave your boat, or they'll confiscate the boat, apparently. And if he has to have cash. Luckily, my aunt was visiting and accidentally left a bunch of cash on the boat for him, and he has to have cash to buy groceries from the police, and they deliver it to you. And there's corruption in those type of islands sometimes, so you just gotta kind of hope they take care of you righteously, but you never know. But yeah, so he's stranded.
So where is he at exactly?
I don't know exactly, because he kept jumping back from island to island, but he's somewhere near Grenada or in Grenada, but I think right outside of it. And he's basically stuck there, and I don't know what's gonna happen when his visitor visa runs out. He's gonna get usually 90 days for a visitor visa. And he's like, I'm gonna sail off to Colombia. And I'm like, yeah, those waters are kind of shady for pirating anyways, but I'm sure they're getting crazier now. And I'm like, well, they're not gonna let you in Colombia on the visa. It's COVID-19, so they're gonna send you back, and they're gonna be like, nah, you left. So like, stay as long as you can, unless they threaten to take your boat and then take off and try to get to America, because they have to accept you eventually, right? But,
wow, dude. So damn, that's Pirates of the Caribbean shit.
Dude, you gotta watch pirate videos. Like, the sailing life is a life, man. I hope I get there one day, but it truly is living. It truly is living life.
Well, dude, I seen videos of your dad sailing and John. Fuck yeah, dude. I've always wanted to do that too, man. That's definitely a dream of mine for sure.
I never thought it'd be fun. I went on a semester at sea at the University of Virginia. It was like a big cruise ship to go around the world, and it was cool. And then I remember my friends were talking about sailing. Oh, you got to sail if you like this. And I was like, sail though, like old. It sounds like work and like scrubbing, and it doesn't sound like vacation to me. But after watching those videos, I thought it was like a rich guy thing. And I mean, it definitely is a rich guy thing, but there's poor dudes doing it, and they're going around the world like broke. And Chasing Bubbles is a great documentary. SVD also, they had a little bit of money to start. Great. Few of them out there. And some of them have nice boats, some of them have boats that fall apart all the time. But damn, man, it's a lifestyle for sure.
Dude, fuck yeah, man. And and if you're gonna do it, that's how you gotta do it, man. Sell your fucking shit, sell all your belongings, and just go.
My dad's not that guy. He's a safety guy. That's why he's always got a little savings. Never made much money, but he's a testament. He's been doing it for 2 years, and he said, I remember he was stuck in Florida because his boat kept breaking down. He's like, just gotta do this before I die. I just hope I don't die, because I'm ready to do this. I waited too long. I was like, damn.
Right.
So, it's the most fun he's ever had. He never had a big social group. He's hanging out with people every night, having the time of his life, never traveled. And he's selling. He didn't even know how to sell. So this YouTube video is really. The funny thing, Nick, the best thing about this, my brother who shared these YouTube videos, it was called SV Delos, and they've been going for about 8-10 years or something. And in fact, they just had a kid on the boat. Like they're raising the kid on the boat. It's a baby.
Wow.
They're in the Bahamas right now, but they've been all around the world. And they were the ones that inspired us, which inspired my dad to do this. They happened to be in a harbor, one of these islands of the Caribbean, and they fucking saw their boat.
Oh, shit.
You know how rare that is? Like out of the whole world. They ran past with the people that inspire them. So my brother was like, fuck. He saw their logo. They have a Buddha logo holding the boat. And my dad jumped in the boat, went right over with beers. And they brought him on the boat. And then my brother called me, like, cool. It was really cool that he thought of me. He called me and let me talk to one of them. You know, it was just like, and they got pictures. It was just like a feel-good, inspiring goals. Like, it was just beautiful. It was 100% beauty.
Dude, that's fucking badass. Where was that at?
I forget, somewhere in the Caribbean. They went around the world. They went through Caribbean, and my dad was coming through Florida, and my brother through, like, I want to say it was Puerto Rico, but I'm not sure.
Wow, dude, that's fucking amazing.
The funny thing is, Puerto Rico has tons of ports around it. They just happen to be in the same one.
Dude, that's amazing.
It's awesome.
So you've gone on one of these trips with them, right?
Yeah, I went to Florida, but they wasn't selling, and we were too scared to move the boat because we're around a bunch of other boats, and we're in this like little, kind of like a river. The ocean kind of went in through Florida, and we were too nervous. And then just hung out and partied on the boat like losers, not even selling, and the weather was horrible. And then they went sailing, and I had to go back to work. And then I met them in the Dominican Republic for about a week and a half, and we sailed about half the island. And that's when I really got to like actually learn how to sail. And it's dope as fuck, man. I didn't want to get off.
Wow.
I thought I'd hate it. It's beautiful, man. It's the best way to live. It really is.
Oh, dude, that's fucking amazing. And how inspirational is that story? Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
I'm just glad to be a part. Like, I'm glad, because if you'd asked me about my dad a few years ago, like 3 years ago, 4 years, I said my dad likes to watch a lot of TV. So sit in his recliner and watch TV. He's funny. He likes to debate. But he likes TV shows and movies. Now if you ask me about my dad, I'm like, this motherfucker's selling like all around a bunch of different countries in the Caribbean, taught himself how to sold everything. Way better story. Way better story.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. And so John's still with them right now?
No, John moved back recently. He was supposed to go for like 3 months, and he ended up being on for like a year and a half. Grew his hair long, like a hippie, and he's living back in Visalia now. Yeah. So
your dad's sailing on his own?
My brother just left, so I don't know how much sailing he's done since this quarantine happened, but now he's stranded on some fucking random ass island. He's not really stranded. He has to stay in the confinements of his boat. I don't know if he's docked or anchored, and usually you take a small boat if you're anchored, a dinghy, in to get your groceries, your water, whatever, and then I don't know how they're working it out. I don't know if he's docked or anchored because he doesn't have a phone to get a hold of, but he's apparently can't leave the boat, and the police bring him the groceries for cash. So, wow. Fucking crazy, man. It made me worried, but I told him about 3 weeks ago, just sail to the U.S. right now. Take off right now. Hurricane season's coming too. Oh, yeah, right. September, October mainly, I think. So, fuck, man. It's shady business. Holy shit, man. That's fucking crazy. And I wonder if he came to the U.S., what kind of fucking quarantine they're going to put him in before they even let him go into the general population. Well, fuck it. At least you're American, like these other countries are going to be like, fuck you, give me all your money, bitch, and your vote. Like, they get crazy in some of those places. So if you're an American citizen, technically they have to take you back in. But even if he hits Florida, hurricanes hit Florida. So I don't know, Texas, even hurricanes hit Texas. So it's kind of that's why he wants to go to Colombia and just go through the Panama Canal. But I don't know if they're going to let him, man.